7 interesting facts about Lord Hanuman. 1. Lord Hanuman also had 5 real brothers. You will be surprised to know that Lord Hanuman also had 5 real brothers, and all were married. It is mentioned in Brahmana Purana. Purana contains a description of Lord Hanuman's father Kesari and his dynasty. It is also mentioned that Dana Raj Kesari had 6 sons. The eldest son was Lord Hanuman. The names of the brothers of Lord Hanuman were Madaman, Shridiman, Ketuman, Gadiman and Dhritiman respectively, and they all had children. Therefore, their dynasty was several years old. 2. Panaputra Hanuman was the incarnation of Lord Shiva. Apsara Anjana, who once lived in heaven, was cursed by a sage that when she loves someone, her face will become like a monkey. So she pleaded with Lord Brahma for help. By the grace of Lord Brahma, she took birth on earth as a human. Anjana later fell in love with Kesari, the king of the apes, and they both got married. Anjana was an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva and performed hard penance to please him. She wants a son like God Shiva in qualities as well as strengths, so she asked for a boon. God Shiva accepted it. A few days later, when King Dasaratha was performing the Putrakameshti Yagna, after which the sage offered him a kheer to feed all his wives. Some kheer of Rani Kaushalya's part took away by an eagle. When that eagle was flying with kheer, at the signal of Lord Shiva, Vayudev dropped some portion of that kheer on the hands of Anjana while meditating. Anjana gave it to Lord Shiva. Considered to have eaten the prasad, as a result of which Anjana gave birth to Panaputra Hanuman, who is an incarnation of Lord Shiva. 3. The reason behind the Lord Hanuman's name as Bajrangabali. Once, seeing goddess Sita applying sindoor, Lord Hanuman asked her why does she apply it on her forehead. To this goddess Sita replied that since Sri Ram is her husband, I apply sindoor to wish her long life. Lord Hanuman thought that if goddess Sita applied a little sindoor on her forehead, the age of Sri Ram can be prolonged. Then if I apply it on the whole body, the life of Sri Ram will increase manifold. Thinking this, he applied sindoor all over his body. As sindoor is also called Bajrang, from that day onwards Lord Hanuman came to be called as Bajrangabali, and that is why whenever he is worshipped sindoor is offered to him. 4. In Sanskrit, Hanuman means disfigured jaw. In the Sanskrit language, Hanu means jaw and Mana means disfigured. Do you know that the childhood name of Lord Hanuman was Maruti? Once in childhood, Maruti ate Lord Surya as a fruit. It caused darkness in the entire world. Lord Indra became angry by the incident. He struck the child Maruti with a thunderbolt that broke his jaw and he became unconscious. After this incident, Hanuman lost his jaw forever. 5. Despite being a Brahmachari, Lord Hanuman was the father of a son. You will be surprised to know that despite being a Brahmachari, Lord Hanuman was the father of a son. The name of Lord Hanuman's son was Makardwaja. After burning the whole Lanka with his tail, Hanuman dipped in the sea to cool off his body. It is said that his sweat was swallowed by the fish and thus Makardwaja was conceived and born to a mighty fish of the same name. 6. Once Lord Rama issued a death sentence to Lord Hanuman. Once Narada told Hanuman to greet all the sages except Vishvamitra because he was also a king once. Vishvamitra was very angry with this and asked Lord Rama to give the death penalty to Hanuman. Since Vishvamitra was Lord Rama's guru, so he could not ignore his order and punished Hanuman to death by arrows. Seeing the arrows are coming towards him, Hanuman started chanting Ram. Seeing this, Lord Rama used Brahmastra, but everyone was surprised because it was also failed due to Ram chanting. After seeing this, Narada went to Vishvamitra and confessed his mistake for stopping the ordeal. 7. Lord Hanuman and Bhima were both brothers. Lord Hanuman was born by the grace of Pawandev, but do you know that Bhima was also born by the grace of Pawandev? When Maharaja Pandu was living in the forest with his wife Kunti and Madri, then at the same time, Queen Kunti worshipped Pawandev with the desire to have a son, which resulted in the birth of Bhima. Thus, both Lord Hanuman and Bhima were brothers. And if you all enjoy, please like and subscribe.